Good morning, passport holders, and it is March 30th, 2015, and today is day 150. It is an awesome day to start, even though I'm working on super short sleep. So you guys saw me when I said goodnight around 2 o'clock. I woke up wide awake, 6:15. Not entirely sure why. Maybe a little stressed about all the stuff that is going to go on in the next 8 days before I leave for Kansas City. But yeah, doing it. So just trying to make the best of this. So I, laid in bed for an hour trying to get that all sorted, try and go back to sleep, and just failed. So I did my workout, I cleaned up, I shaved up, I then actually, since it's like 75 degrees and perfect outside right now, decided to go for a little skateboard ride. Did just a big square rectangle here in the neighborhood in order just to continue to kind of get my sea legs on the board. Did run into some problems given the fact that I'm wearing sandals today. Had some interesting moments where I got the sandal either caught under the board or stepping on the edge of another sandal. So one of these things where just, getting used to it all over again. Next up is a return to Best Buy in order to return a voice recorder. 10 minutes, returns completed. At this point, time to go back to the house to do the closed captioning for the episode and continue on crushing the list of things to do today. In a moment of relative brilliance, I sat there and I decided to do a quick search on the internet to see if there was a hobby shop or pretty much anybody who could potentially be a pro and fix the quad before I leave next week for Kansas City. And sure enough, in Tempe, there is a company. They don't make any promises. They very clearly state that you send them an email first and then they'll confirm whether or not they can help. So I'm hoping that they'll respond relatively quickly. Once they do, I'll be able to, figure out if I'm just going to drive up to Tempe real quick, drop it off, and hope that I can get it back before I leave town. So we'll see. But at least this way, it's not completely on me, and a pro can get involved and begin to assess the situation, because I don't know what I'm doing. And while I would like to learn a little bit, it's also important that I have it for this trip. So there we go. Been a productive couple of hours since I last recorded. I went over to the U-Haul place that's literally right around the corner here in order to try and get access to my buddy's unit. And for whatever reason, he didn't leave my name, or the guy there just couldn't help. So the easiest solution in this instant was for me just to rent one of my own. And thankfully they had a proper sized one for me, probably a little too big, but I'd much rather go that way with the stuff that I'm going in to there instead of potentially where I think I'm going at this point. So I'm gonna just begin to put everything that is ready to go, as it's ready to go, into the storage unit. So that's a positive situation that I can get behind. Additionally, I called a couple of movers, not a ton of wins there. People who either aren't available or are available like on Thursday instead of like Sunday or Monday. That makes my life really hard. So kind of looking at options there. I'm really thinking about, I think it's going to be time as soon as I'm done with some of the expenses here in Phoenix to hire back another VA and have them do the closed captioning going forward. And potentially even the description writing, annotations, cards, things like that. All the things that are super important and I have a lot of value behind, and I get a lot of value from, especially the transcripts, that really does help show up videos and search results. But I can't be losing an hour and a half to 2 hours every day doing it. I've got more important things to be doing, and I've got more fun adventures to be shooting for you guys. So that's where it's at, 2:30, which for me means it's lunchtime. So queued up half dozen YouTube videos that I'll watch, and then yeah, get back to it. I think that since I now have the storage unit, that it's going to become a real procession of stuff out of here, and out of here very quickly, which I'm really looking forward to having help me feel better about this entire situation. Here's the storage unit. First item is in. That happens to be my bike, because I didn't want to take it apart and put it in the back of the car, so I just walked it over here. And now starts the procession of the non-essentials, basically the things that were sitting out on the balcony or in the balcony closet. Those are all things that I don't really need for any real reason in the immediate future. I mean, Ben came in and grabbed the hammock or something else for their use, but they're going to have a key to this locker anyway, so they're going to be able to grab it from here if they want it. TV's all packed. Dun dun dun, the move is getting real. I'm going to do another run over to the storage unit, and so the TV, the square coffee tables, and I'm going to try and do the boxes of books and kind of critical, non-critical, but critical electronic boxes and wires and cables and things like that. All that kind of stuff that's in my closet on the floor and it's already boxed, that's all going over tonight. So if I can do all of that and then maybe load up, pack one of the totes with the bedding and my work clothes, my business attire, I would sit there and I would be very happy with that. And then at that point, I can pretty safely, since it's 8 o'clock now, work on the super secret project for like 3 or 4 hours and then go to bed around 1 or 2 o'clock. So that would be rad. That would be really, really rad. So I'm going to turn back on the music in my ears and I'm going to go do this stuff. Well, I just made a mistake. I thought this was a 24-hour access facility for people like myself, people who have check-in, check-out cards. And no. So this is 7 o'clock. So I guess I'm going to go back home and take this stuff back in. I won't unpack it. That sucks though. So I would have loved to have not had to do these trips in the heat of the day, but I gotta get an option. So at this point, it's just a matter of going back and taking the stuff out of the cabin or the car. The stuff in the trunk can hang out there for the night. It's not that big a deal. All right, guys, it's 12:41. I've been working on the super secret project that's going up on Wednesday for probably 3 hours, 3.5 hours now. It's at an amazing point. Tomorrow I will go pick up the Rode Podcaster from Pam Slim's office, although she won't be there, which kind of is a bummer. And I will re-record the voiceover on that, and it will be done. It will be ready to go up for a Wednesday release, and my goodness, is that exciting. So, that stated with what's on the schedule tomorrow. I have to do the vlog editing tonight, so I need to end this so that I can do that editing. So, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate your time and each and every view. Hope you guys had a great day, and I have to say it, bye for now.